Hey guys, I'm Adam at Leeds Festival Sunday. I've got Sean from While She Sleeps. How you doing, man?
What up? Not bad. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm steady away. So, what are your thoughts on Leeds Fest at the moment, and how's it compared to like Reading?
I can't really compare it just yet because we haven't played yet, but we usually have a good reception because it's quite close to home for us. You know what I mean? It's almost like a hometown show, so no comparison yet, but I can get back to you once we've played.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It'll be so much better. So, who would you say are your like must-see bands over the entire weekend? Like, what kind of sets have you been trying to catch, and what have you been up to?
Must-see bands. If I'm going to be completely honest, there isn't many this time that I've seen. I really wanted to catch Liam Gallagher, but we've switched days, so we didn't get to catch him.
Yeah.
Seen Frank Carter and Rattlesnakes. I caught Paris, and that's it. That's it, really. It's just waiting for our own set. Do you know what I mean? I'm gagging to play each stage. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I mean, after watching what Frank's just done, I can imagine you're pretty ready.
Yeah.
So, what kind of things can we expect from your set? I mean, the stage is quite intimate. It's in a very intimate setting. I don't even see how that tent's going to hold you guys at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a few little surprises in the production. We haven't gone all out, but I mean, because we're headlining, we wanted to make it a little bit different. So yeah, we've got little surprises in there, and we feel quite at home in like a small tent. Do you know what I mean? We do well in those kind of places. It's kind of how the band got the kind of respect that it's got in a way. So I enjoy doing tents like that. It's great.
Awesome. So I'm talking more about the band. Like, you guys have gone from not just being a band, but kind of expanding on that. You guys you're like a brand now. You know, you got your clothing. You do everything independently. Like, at what point did you think, you know, we can actually expand into this? We can go away from the music, and we can do the merch, and we can just do everything ourselves.
Well, I think it's just the attitude we have of the band that's made those things possible. It's not like we set aside and be like, right, how do we make more revenue or anything like that to make it better for the band? This is just the way the band works, and it just so happens that it makes it work better. Do you know what I mean? So, because I feel that a lot of bands maybe leave the designing to someone else and maybe get a little bit more help with the writing and stuff like that, and we just prefer to do it ourselves, not because of any statement, more so because we enjoy doing it ourselves, and when we do it ourselves, we get the result that we want without any holdbacks or mistakes or stuff like that. I mean, we enjoy doing it ourselves, so we get what we want back.
That's it. You feel more rewarded as well, like, I guess, at the end.
We give it to someone else, they might do it okay, but they'll maybe miss out something that we'd like to do ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
So it just works better for us doing it like this, I think, yeah.
So, going back to like your music and your sound, you've set the bar pretty high with the newest record. Do you feel there's any pressure on you guys to compete for the next one?
Pressure, mate. It does my head in. Because you get the same pressure from the back end of each record, and you're always striving to make sure you do better. And I've really fucked it with this one. I really have, because I'm so proud of it, and it's such a great album. Like, I'm not modest anymore. I'm super proud of what we've done, and I think the album's incredible.
I think rightfully so, though. I think you've got to that point now where you've got every right to be that way inclined.
I'm not being big-headed. I'm just being, I'm really proud of what we've done, and I'm our biggest fan. I love our own music. I love writing music. I love that feeling we get when we release music. So yeah, I have fucked it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will always prevail, and we'll do something.
So, like, thinking ahead, is there anything that you kind of want to experiment with? Anything that you've seen other bands doing where you're thinking we could maybe get a little bit of that, maybe do some of that?
Not really. The only thing that might have caught my attention a little bit is because people, I've had a lot of people talking about the pianos that we used on the previous album.
Yeah.
And we didn't really use any on You Are We, and I thought maybe that could be something cool down the line on the next album, that we make a comeback with the piano, maybe make it a bigger, maybe have a guest piano artist on it or something that maybe comes out and does some shit. I don't know. But not really. I mean, we just develop naturally, I think, and see what happens with the band.
Awesome. So, I mean, going back again to the music, what would you say is your favourite and worst part of recording and getting everything together?
My favourite part of recording and stuff like that is the natural moments in the studio and at home where something happens and it feels amazing and it sounds great and you know it's new, you know it's fresh. That moment to do with writing and anything is the reason I'm in a band. That's where my true passion lies and where my heart lies, is that feeling of writing music. Because you can jam for ages, but then you can write something, and something clicks, and everyone in room's losing their mind, or like just that feeling's great. So that's what I hold dear the most is writing. And the worst thing about the worst thing is the pressure sometimes, because I get, like right now, when I get home from this break to relax, I will write, but it'll be pressure-free writing. It'll be for fun. I've got all the time in the world to do what I want, so I'll write for fun. It's just when the pressure comes on, you know, you've only got 3 more months, or when you get a deadline involved, that starts to yeah, it can get heavy. Do
Play
you know
on
what I
you,
mean?
but
So
yeah.
it's gotta, yeah.
Awesome. So, what have you guys got lined up now after the rest of the festival season, like music-wise, heading out back on the road, or is?
Yeah, we are. Like I said, we've been out since April, pretty much solid. So we're knackered now. After this, we have an alternative show at St Pancras Church in London, and then we have like 7 weeks off, which is going to be glorious. And then we head out to America with Trivium and I do know Trivium and I fucking forget the name. This is terrible. It's a great band, but I forget it. Do you know it?
I don't think I do actually. I don't think I've seen
It's going to
anything.
pop up in a minute.
It'll come. It'll come soon.
Yeah.
It'll come soon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, going back to like playing shows, playing festivals, what would you say is your...
Arch Enemy, that's it.
Brilliant. What would you say is the most embarrassing moment that's happened to you at a tour or at a festival date?
Most embarrassing moment. I'm yet to fall down on stage, and I've been doing this for like 12 years, so I'm waiting for that to happen. Embarrassing. I don't know. I mean, I used to get fucked a lot, like really fucked. I mean, no, I don't really have any embarrassing memories that I can think of. I've got a few bad interviews back in time. You get really nervous when I do interviews, and like I've got some really fucking can't even answer a question kind of thing. So nah, not really any memorable ones I can think of right now.
That's not too bad. So, what advice would you give to smaller bands that are trying to start out and to get to your level? I mean, we're from Gaul, so we're like 10 minutes away from you guys from where you've been, and we kind of develop within that scene of bands that are now emerging in Doncaster, Sheffield, Leeds, like, and there's so many decent bands that are coming out. What advice would you give to those guys to get to where you are now, touring, being independent, and just getting out there?
My advice is, I am the same as any other kid that was in a band anyway, but when you get to our kind of level, you feel like there's some trick that we've grabbed or some secret that we know about, but there isn't one. And I've just done the same thing, just like anyone else is in a band. And the only advice I can give is, there is no secret. Just if you've got that real passion, like I say, when I'm writing, I've got this connection that I really hold close to me. If you've got something like that and you really like it, just keep doing it. And don't let anything get in your way, and don't take the lid off your expectations instead of, because I used to have quite a low expectation. I'm like, oh, we're doing this, I don't think we're big enough for that. And just lately I've taken the lid off, do you know what I mean? So I'm like, no need for that lid, and just keep going, like keep writing music and keep releasing music and keep playing shows. And
awesome.
That's it. If you're true to it, it'll happen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going back, we asked a few people to drop some questions for you guys. One of them, that came up quite a lot, was like the pledge campaigns that you did this time around. Yeah. Are you thinking about bringing them back with similar perks, better perks? Have you got any ideas?
I don't think we could do a similar campaign with the pledges in, because I feel it worked so well because we was actually in need at that point. So I don't know if it would be a little bit of an old story if we tried to be like, yo,
do it again,
help us again. We need more help. I don't think that's fair to the fans, especially now they feel so connected and they've seen the power that they've now got the band, which is incredible. Thank you all so much. It's insane. But no, the thing that we have mentioned is that whatever we decide to do on the next album, we will be doing those kind of bundles, because all that DIY kind of thing had a special feeling to it. No one really does these packages. No. So everyone enjoyed that part of, I've got this one-of-a-kind item, do you know what I mean? So I think that'll stay true. And maybe we release on our own Sleeps Brothers label, maybe something like that has been talks about that. I mean, do you know what I mean? The main thing is, we're not saying fuck the industry, we never were saying fuck the industry. We just tried something that was right for Sleeps at that right time. The industry's fine, but there's aspects of it that isn't fine for bands like us, do you know what I mean? It's hard to live, it's hard to get by. So we just tried this and it worked for us, do you know what I mean? Everyone will have their own stepping stone to do the right decision. Labels are great if the right team for you. We had a team that they didn't love us as much as we love us. You know what I mean? You need to find someone who loves your music as much as you. So
no problem. So finally, have you got any messages for anybody watching back at home?
If you know While She Sleeps, tell 10 people that don't. Yeah. You Adam? No. No, that's all good. I can be Adam if you want.
You can be whoever you want.
Check out While She Sleeps. We're a great band, I think.
Fairly great, yeah. I'd go with that. Thanks so much for your time, man, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you.